Hey folks, Nick here. Let's talk about Viognier. I've got a bit of our 2017 Viognier from Roll Ranch in Upper Ojai in my glass. Our Viognier has always been a bit different. A lot of Viognier you see from California, even the Rhone, can be a very rich, saturating white wine. Big mouth-coating flavors, more honeyed decadence, and lower acidity. But Adam has always shot for something different. More of a zesty, food-friendly, and earth-expressive take on Viognier. With our Roll Ranch Viognier, you see the grape's richness there, but more toward the periphery. There's more of a core built on minerality, other earthy bits, and a snappy citrusy profile you don't find too commonly with this grape. Viognier can take some restraint and benefit from it, still be a plenty expressive wine. You do get a sense of restraint with the 2017 though. This wine was a real problem child for us in the cellar. For whatever reason, it just did not want to go through malolactic fermentation. We stirred and stirred it. Ultimately, it took 15 months in barrel, 6 months longer than usual for this wine to finish malolactic fermentation. That quieted some of the wine's fruit. Kind of peeled away some of those more nectarous layers and left a more kind of starkly, minerally, earthy take on Viognier. This 2017 is a little more serious and flirty, all that time on lees and their stirring definitely brought a leesy character to the wine. There's kind of this light, flaky pastry kind of quality aromatically, almost like some pastry with lime curd once you're digging further into it. The other fragrances are also pretty earthy. Walnuts, cool fennel qualities, loads of orchard blossoms. It's very Viognier in that sense. There's also this mineral thing that, kind of reminds me of shoveling gravel when there's that rock powder hanging in the air, kind of stonier quality to it. On the palate though, it's for sure creamy and shows some richness. You got some melon, stone fruit, beeswaxy elements on the palate. Then there's this nice fresh wash of lime that pushes all that richness along, and the finish is long and more mouth-watering, and you got a nice minerally spine that reveals itself. One thing to point out is that I opened this straight out of my humble little wine cellar at 55 degrees, and I like it that way. It's a few degrees warmer than a lot of people serve their white wines, but when you have a Viognier or a Roussanne with some acidity, you'll notice some of that interplay of weight and freshness. The wine feels really dynamic and distinctive in that sense. At our last harvest party, last winter, Adam opened up a 8-year vertical of Roll Ranch Viognier, and the 2010 was tasting fantastic. This wine can definitely age well if you store it well. It's also very food friendly too. That little subtle bit of richness to the wine that goes well with some richer flavors. Adam paired it with a lobster bisque. That was to die for. Definitely love some shellfish. But those qualities also go well with some hearty continental flavors like a good pot pie or a cassoulet. I also like it with some other richer Asian flavors, like it's great with a curry or a tom kha soup. But have it as you will. And thanks for watching. Enjoy the wine. Cheers.